Hey Jorge and Maggie, it's Bruce at Haydocy Airstream RV here in Columbus, Ohio. Listen, we're inside, the weather outside's frightful, so we're gonna take a quick walk around of your new Tag Max here and show you how things work. So let's get started. Okay, Jorge and Maggie, here's your new Tag Max. So we're gonna take a quick look around the outside here, and then we'll take a quick look around the inside. So right here, we'll start with the door. I like to be systematic so we don't miss anything. We'll start with the door, and as I go up to the door, I want you to notice how the blind here works. There's just one button down here about 6 o'clock that moves, so you can open and close the little blind. Now, if that ever pops off when you shut a door, don't worry about it. It's just held on by some Velcro buttons that you can put back on real easily. Down here on the latch, the red lever is for your deadbolt, so you can actually secure yourself inside when you're inside at night. The other thing I like to tell people about these doors is they actually latch open with a little snap latch. You can see down here, and this one is unlatched at the moment, but when I latch it, you'll see it snap in down there. And what I caution everybody about is when you latch it or unlatch it, make sure that you push or pull down low on the door. I don't want you pushing or pulling up high because I don't want you to spring your door. Moving on around, with the nice handles here to move it with and that's what they're actually for. Here we have what we call the bucket. And inside the bucket, you'll see we have our propane, our battery shutoff switch, and our battery. And then you can store some things in here too, but realize you want to be careful what you store in here, because if you put something too small in here, this is open at the back. You can actually see the floor down through there. So don't put anything real small in here. You want things to be bigger that will actually stay put when you put them in here. This battery shutoff switch is like a disconnect on the battery. It's actually like taking the power lead off of the battery for storage. Green is on, which is where I have it now, and red is off. I'm gonna leave it on for a moment. But you always want it on when you're towing or when you're plugged in, because then it's charging your battery. You only turn it off when you're storing it for a period of time, so that there won't be any drains on your battery. Moving on around, a nice big front window there. We're going to talk about how to open and close those and everything from inside. We've got our second door over here. By the way, Jorge, I don't know of any travel trailers manufactured that come with a jack or a lug wrench. This actually takes a 19mm lug wrench, and most tow vehicles today have a scissor jack, which is perfect. Just make sure you get it under the chassis there to lift behind the wheels. There's a real good spot. In fact, there's a steel plate that comes down right on the inside of that wheel that has, it's about an 1/8 inch steel plate that comes down and has an L on the bottom of it that turns inward. That's a perfect place to lift. Moving on back around here, we've got a couple of things here to talk about. We affectionately call these the cowbells. That's actually a vent for the back of the air conditioner. There's one on each side. And as we look down, this round one here, right here, is a connection for a TV antenna or for cable or satellite. So if you want to hook up a TV while you're out traveling, a TV antenna, you can. There's small ones that will fasten to the sides of these with suction cups and things like that that are real nice for travel. If you're in a major metropolitan area, you can actually stick a paper clip in there and pick up about 30 high-def channels. So depending on where you are, that's a trick you might want to try. Down below that, we have our shore power connection, and your cable is inside here. I'll show it to you here in a bit. Notice, Jorge, that it is polarized right here. This particular pin is L-shaped, so you have to line it up properly when you put it on. And then you're going to turn it, shove it on there, and you're going to turn it about 1/4 inch clockwise. We'll lock it on. There's also a collar that you can screw on around here to further secure it. And then, of course, to take it off, you're going to have to turn it about 1/4 inch counterclockwise and then pull it off. This also snaps shut. I don't actually have the key with me in my pocket right now. This is your water fill for your tank and your city water, and they have put it in a door for you so that people can't just get in there anytime they want. But that's where you're going to fill your water tank or hook up to city water. Now, when you hook up to city water on a tag, you want to be sure to use a water pressure regulator, and one does come with it. You'll see right there below it says city water connection max 50 psi. A lot of campgrounds have higher water pressure than that, and you can actually blow some water lines. So make sure you always use your water pressure regulator. Put it on your water hose, but don't put it on the end that fastens here. Put it on the end that goes on the spigot, and that way you don't have it causing leverage on the fixture on the side of the trailer or causing a problem there. Now, down below here you'll see a stabilizer jack, and that's what it is. It's not a leveling jack, it's a stabilizer jack. So what you do to level these units is, as you're backing in side to side, you want to level it by backing the low side up on something, back the tire up on something to level out side to side. Then you're going to unhitch, pull your vehicle away, and I skipped a step there. Let's level it side to side, then chalk your wheels, then unhitch, pull your tow vehicle away, then level it front to rear with the tongue jack. Once you've got that leveled, you've got a crank in here with your power jack or your power cord, and that crank simply goes on the end of this stabilizer jack shaft that you see right there, and you crank it down. And you don't lift with it, you just put a little bit of pressure on it so that when you're moving around in the trailer that it's not bouncing all over the place. Now back here you see your galley, real nice little galley. You've got a propane cooktop, you've got a battery operated chest refrigerator here, and when you're plugged in, the converter will also power that. So even though this is actually battery operated, it will operate when you're plugged in as well, because the converter is charging your battery constantly. And that's how you power this going down the road as well, because your tow vehicle would be powering, charging the battery constantly, so you can power it that way as well. To get it open, you're simply going to push down. I've only got one hand, so I don't know if I can do this right now or not. You push down these two levers, and I got it. And you pull it out, and then you can open it up. And you can see down in here, it's a nice little refrigerator. We always use this for our essentials and keep the more non-essential things like the drinks and so on in an ice chest. The controls for it are right here on the side. Power switch is down here on the bottom. Just turn this on. Don't mess with this, that's your voltage setting. And then the controls for the temperature and all of that are actually right here. So there you go, you can see your adjustment and so on there. And all of this is in the manual as well. So again, if you have any questions, call me. And I don't know whether you really got a good look at those latches, because I was trying to pay attention to what I was doing to unlatch it with one hand and shoot with the other. But this is the latch here. There's one on each side. You press down on that on each side here to get it to release and push and pull out. But to put it back, we just shove it in, and I've latched it again. So let me unlatch it. There we go. And now it's latched in place. So it's not going to bounce around coming down the road. Light switch right here. Just a button on the fixture. On your cooktop, just turn this to where it says light, hold it in, use a lighter to light it, and hold it in for a moment until the thermocouple heats up, then adjust your flame, shut it off. Now the unit is winterized, so I don't have any water in it, but here's your water pump switch, and then you just turn the water on and off here. Underneath here, you'll see it right going through the floor here, this hose right here going through the floor, right underneath where that is a cap, and you take that cap off of your sink drain, and you can just put a bucket under there or one of those blue tanks to catch your wastewater. The tank you see in there is your water tank. Looks pretty small, but it's actually 11 gallons. It's thin and low, but it's long. so it holds about 11 gallons of water for you. Over here, more storage. You've got some racks on the wall here that are real nice. Over here we have a 12-volt outlet as well as a 110 outlet that has a ground fault in it. And just so you know, every outlet in this unit goes through this ground fault. So if you have an outlet that's not working and you're plugged in and you know you have power, check this ground fault. I'm going to close this real quick too so you can see the latches. And you've got keys for these. You can have 2 sets of keys. It comes with a door key, a water key, and a rear hatch key. The rear hatch key is the one that is kind of a diamond-shaped head. The door key will have a purple cover on it, and the water key will be just a little black cover. There's your other cowbell, and that's it for the outside. So let's take a look at the inside now. As we move inside here, and I'll turn on some light as we get in here, find the switch. There we go. Now the bed right now, it's a queen size bed, but the mattress is packaged up. We're not allowed to unpackage it. But you take that out of the bag and half of it goes over there, half of it goes over here. And I'm gonna get in here and let's just take a quick look around real quick. Let's move this up. There you see your front window with the blind up. I'll show you how that works. And we've got a headboard there that has some storage in it. We'll look at that. And as we go on around here, you've got a water holder by each door. There's your other door, your other window. Back here at the back is your AC unit and your television right above it. Cabinet on each side. Then we've got the stereo under the cabinet on this side, and of course another window on this side. So let's actually get in here and take a look at things. See if I can get in here without making you sick. Now the windows, turn back to the window here, bear with me. We've got the blind down right now, and I can actually just do this and have the screen. But to open the window, I need to separate those. So I pull this little lever right here apart, and I can pull the screen up by itself. Now here's a quick window lesson. On these bottom latches, there's a button in the middle to open it. On the side latches, there is no button. So just slide that like that, push it out, and adjust this knob over here. Jorge and Maggie, I had wanted to show you there's underfloor storage here. I almost missed it. So under the bed, just lift up and you've got storage all along on both sides. You can see there's your power cord right there. And that's about 3 inches deep. You can get a lot of stuff in there, fishing rods, bedding, things like that. So I'll make sure your crank and everything is in here. You're going to have a packet with warranty information in it and manuals and that kind of thing as well. So hope you enjoy it. Thanks, guys. Well, there you have it, Jorge and Maggie. There's your new Tag Max. Hopefully that answers all the questions for you. But don't be bashful. Call me anytime. You can always reach me here at the dealership, 614-279-8880. You can call my cell anytime, 937-725-2433. That's actually the best way to reach me, even during business hours, evenings, anytime. So anytime you got a question, you're out on a trip, I don't care if it's 8 o'clock in the evening, give me a call. Or you can email me, bruce@haydocy.com. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get many years of fun out of it. And see you on the campgrounds.